Month number 7 of Habits to Healthy in 1 year is simply this: focus on eating whole foods. Single ingredient, healthful whole foods. Welcome to First Responder Fitness with Carl Wimmer, where armor is forged through mental, spiritual, and physical preparation. Welcome to First Responder Fitness with Carl Wimmer. I am your host, Carl Wimmer, and I welcome you to this month 7 of Habits to Healthy in 1 year program. As a reminder to all of you, the Habits to Healthy program is a 1 year program that is dedicated to your health, your fitness, your longevity, all of the things that you need to be able to live a healthy, happy, prosperous, long life. This idea was birthed out of the fact that so many of us set New Year's resolutions and then forget about them by the first day of February. We just are terrible at setting and keeping our goals and our resolutions. And we at First Responder Fitness wanted to change that. And so we created a program called Habits to Healthy in 1 year, which helps you to implement or stack small micro habits every single month, taking into consideration that, as you stack these habits and continue to do them day after day after day after day, they become habits that you can then add a new one the next month and a new one for the next month. And you just stack these habits until a year has passed by and you have changed your metabolic health completely. If you have been following along with us so far, you're already starting to lift weights. You're already drinking more water, you're going on daily walks, you're taking supplements, you've increased your protein consumption. You're doing all the things that you need to do in order to be healthy. Well, the month number 7 habit could very well be month number 1, honestly. It could be the first thing that you do, but we put it here in month number 7. Frankly, to show a couple things. One, none of these habits are superior to the others. It's a holistic approach. At the end of this year, this Habits to Healthy in 1 year program, every single one of the habits will have helped you to become healthier and to be on your way to a long, happy, prosperous life. None of the habits are way more important than any of the others. They're all critical and they all add up and they all continue to snowball into a healthy lifestyle. But this one for me personally, on a personal level, is perhaps the most important. Month number 7 of Habits to Healthy in 1 year is simply this: focus on eating whole foods. Single ingredient, healthful whole foods. Along with that comes limiting sugar, or completely eliminating sugar, replacing it with sugar substitutes, eliminating ultra-processed foods, and limiting alcohol to special occasions. So, let me summarize that again. Focus on eating whole foods. Limit sugar. Limit processed foods. And limit alcohol. Continue your habits from the previous months, but now add these habits in. It's highly likely that you have already started to do this, especially when we talked about prioritizing protein, increasing your protein consumption, because frankly, you're not going to be able to increase your protein consumption unless you're eating single ingredient whole foods like chicken breasts, lean cuts of beef, lamb, fish, those types of things that are single ingredient, healthful whole foods. And so these kind of go together with your protein consumption. But this goes so much deeper. Ultra processed foods, ultra sugary foods are not meant for human consumption. Now, I am not a food fearmonger. Matter of fact, I despise food fearmongers who go through the grocery store and shame people for eating what they eat. Because frankly, let's just be honest, crap food is cheaper. It really is. It just is. I wish it wasn't the case. But if you go to the store and you buy healthy food versus TV dinners and ultra processed preservatives and sugary foods, you will spend more money on healthy foods. It's absolutely tragic, and it shouldn't be that way. But I want to give you some tips today to help you focus on eating whole foods, limiting your sugar, limiting the processed foods, limiting alcohol, and just changing the way you eat, because changing the way you eat will change your metabolic health. So what are a couple tips that we can do? I'll give you three. First and foremost, clean out temptation foods from your pantry and your fridge. Get rid of them. I know we don't like wasting food in this country. I'm grateful for that. But go to your fridge, go to your pantry, and if you have potato chips and Ho-Hos, Twinkies, donuts, and all of this ultra-processed garbage, throw it away. While you're motivated, get it, put it in the garbage, and throw it out. Replace that food with healthful snacks, fruits, vegetables, berries, protein bars, non-sugar added beef jerky. All of these things that you can go quick, grab a snack and eat, and you'll be good to go. I just had one before I sat down here. I had one of these new Wild Cherry Bear Bell protein bars. Now, protein bars are quite processed, no doubt about it. But the ingredients on these really are quite healthful, being that it's a whey isolate that is one of the first ingredients. And so you're not going to be able to get away completely from processed foods, but you need to start upgrading the food you have. If you have a box of donuts, get rid of it and replace it with a box of protein bars. Do something that will help your metabolic health over time. So, number one, clean out temptation food from your pantry and your fridge. Secondly, meal plan with whole foods in mind. Start planning your meals. My wife and I, we go to the local butcher shop, and we buy these 50-pound boxes of flash frozen chicken breasts, and we put them in the freezer. And at the beginning of the week, we pull out one or two of these massive chicken breasts, and we flatten them out, and we season them, and we put them in the air fryer, and we cook them. And then for the entire week, we have chicken breast at our disposal to add into whatever, whether it be salads or sandwiches or just by themselves. We've got chicken breast. We've got eggs from our chickens that lay eggs. We have eggs. We have egg whites. We have whole foods on hand, and we make meal plans for the week, preparing and knowing what we're going to make, making sure that the meals that we make are wholesome, whole food meals, meals that help the body grow muscle, help the body shed fat, and just help your overall metabolic health. The third tip I want to give you when you're going to the grocery store is shop the outer aisles of the grocery store. You ever notice, I don't know why this is the case, but the outer aisles of the grocery store is where the wholesome whole foods are. It's where the vegetables are. It's where the berries are. It's where the fruits are. It's where the lean cuts of meat are. It's where dairy products and eggs and things like that are located. So resist the urge to go into the center of the store where the snack foods are, where the processed TV dinners are, where the highly palatable, delicious, highly caloric foods like to live. Okay, so just stay away from there. Don't go to the store hungry. You go to the store hungry, you're going to over purchase, you're going to buy stuff that you shouldn't buy, and you're going to walk out of there with way too many calories, way too much junk food, way too many processed foods, and way too much sugar. Those are the three things I want you to focus on. Again, clean out temptation foods, meal plan in advance, and shop the outer aisles of the stores. By doing these things, removing all temptation from your pantry and refrigerator, including sweets, sugary sodas, fruit juices, alcohol, ultra-processed junk foods like crackers and chips, boxed cereals, frozen pizzas, you are taking huge steps towards eating wholesome whole foods. Search for and save whole food recipes made with minimally processed food that appeal to you. There are thousands of recipes out there online, and you can experiment. It's fun. You can try different recipes that prioritize protein, prioritize fiber, and they're simple to track. Remember, month number 1 was start tracking everything you eat. Hopefully, you're still doing that. Plan a menu. Plan a menu for all your meals and stick to that menu when shopping for groceries. Plan for high protein and high fiber foods. Snacks such as Greek yogurt with berries, vegetables with hummus, or low-calorie berry smoothie with protein powder. Think in those terms, okay? And, of course, if you're going to go out to eat, we just went out to eat with my brother-in-law. It was his birthday. Plan ahead when you're going to a restaurant. Know the menu options. Know what is grilled rather than fried. And make sure that you plan ahead, have a plan going in. For this particular night out at the restaurant, we were going to a steakhouse. So I made sure to order the leanest cut of steak I could. I got the salad bar, and then I went a step further and I brought my own salad dressing from home. I love Skinny Girl. I know it's a weird name, but Skinny Girl salad dressing. It's 10 calories per serving. So you can dump it on, and you're going to be way better off than if you dump full fat ranch dressing or ultra processed sugary dressings on there. So I brought my own dressing, had a huge salad. Then I was able to eat the steak, keep my entire meal less than 750 calories. I had pre-planned for it. I had eaten lighter during the day. I knew what I was going to do to make sure that I didn't blow my calorie allotment for the day in one meal. So prepare ahead. I want you to get motivated and learn why it's important to eat whole foods and to limit these processed foods, to limit alcohol, to limit eating out, and just make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who have the same goals as you. One thing you do is watch First Responder Fitness. Watch our episodes. Get on board with the Habits to Healthy in a Year program. Ultimately, we want you to keep moving forward. Continue your previous habits of staying hydrated, tracking your food, walking every single day, supplementation, eating a satiating diet, high with protein, high with fiber, weight training 3 to 4 times a week, and developing good sleep habits. If you stack all of these things together, it will change your life. Just follow along 1 month at a time. Doesn't matter where you begin, just start implementing the habits today. As a reminder, you can go to our YouTube page, our Spotify page, Instagram, Facebook, all of them have a link to our link tree. In the link tree, you can go to the Habits to Healthy in 1 Month program and download the free PDF downloads that give you each month's habit broken down, along with how to prepare for it. Gives a summary, how to prepare for that month, and then habits to success for that particular month. It is a foolproof program that you just have to plug into your life and watch the results take place. That's it. I encourage you to get involved with the Habits to Healthy in a Year program here at First Responder Fitness. Jump on board. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain, including a bright, prosperous, healthy future. I'm Carl Wimmer with First Responder Fitness, reminding you, as always, be good to yourself, be good to others, and as always, stay safe, my friend.